Lions fans, it's your boy Numbers J. Letting y'all know real quick that this Sunday, as we know, that we'll be going on the road against the Dallas Cowboys and Arlington Texans. Man, we'll be facing them and dominating them this Sunday. And I believe there's a lot of reasons why we could end up blowing them out, or at least be by a 10-point spread at the very least. The Dallas are not that good, and I have my you guys gotta want to hear this. So before I get into that, though, man, make sure you hit this like button, man, on this video. Subscribe if you can. Hit that notification bell. Share this content with everybody else that you associate yourself with, and don't forget to follow us on all social media, D313SB. So with that being said, let's get back to it. Just a second. Lions fans. It's look, this is my first video I made in a while, right? So here's the thing. I don't care about the injury report so much and anything like that, because I feel like even with the injuries, whether it's us or them, I feel like we're still good enough to beat them. And they honestly should have lost last year. Really, last few times we've seen them, they should have lost to the Lions. They've always been skating away some kind of way, whether it be bad officiating, bad misplay here and there. They have been skating by the skin of their teeth for quite a while, and it's only a matter of time before the Lions do the same as they did with Seattle and finally nip that bug off. I know Dallas is supposed to be missing DeMarcus Lawrence potentially, along with Micah Parsons and maybe somebody else, but I really don't care. I still feel like even with those guys being there, I feel like we would still be just fine playing against those guys, man. They don't scare me. You know what I'm saying? I felt the same way when it came to Tampa Bay a few weeks ago. We had no business losing to them. And I feel the same way with Dallas. We have no business losing to them at all this Sunday. I think the worst case scenario, you win by 3 points. That's just me. And the Dallas Cowboys have gotten some wins. I know they're second place in their division right now, but at the end of the day, it's about matchups. They match up poorly against the Lions, especially with the injuries. If they are going to miss those guys, because Michael Parsons ain't getting past Sewell anyway, and Demarcus Lawrence has always felt non-existent. The guy, despite how good they say he is, he's never felt like it to me. And I know they have a solid interior rotation at that D tackle position with Mozzie Smith and a couple other guys, and I think I might be wrong, but Gallimore might still be there. I could be wrong, but I'm not afraid of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They're not a team to be feared. Okay, you watch some of the games they play. Yeah, they had some couple of good moments, but they had nothing that we haven't seen before from them. This run game, they can't really run the ball that effectively, and they damn sure to me can't stop the run that effectively. I think the Lions' run game and their offensive line play, even with Frank Radnow missing, they shown up, and I think that's just what it goes come down to. I think we're the more physical team. I think we're a little bit more battle tested in regards, and I feel like Dallas is crumbling more and more. I mean, they can't afford to have another mishap in the playoffs this year, whether they win the division or not. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that's just what comes down to it. They, to me, are not the scariest team to deal with that we can have on our schedule. I feel like the Lions just keep it simple, run the ball down their throats again, and I think just keep ourselves from turning the ball over pretty much. And I think you got this game in the bag. Yeah, you got CeeDee Lamb in there. I still trust Terry Arnold. I know he's had some mishaps with the penalties, but I'm not going to kill him overboard for that. There's obviously he's going to go through those growing pains. That's why I think it was good to have like a little bye week for him, so he can look at film and see what's going on there. I know we had some interchangeable stuff going on with our roster as well. I think from what it sounds like, Frank Radnow could be near a return, and hopefully we can get him back on the field. Just having him there still just helps that much more. But like I said, even without him, I think we will be fine going against Dallas. But so to speak, I'm not here trying to, let's just be honest here. I'm not here trying to discredit the Cowboys. My thing is, I just don't feel like they're a threat to us, and that's just when it comes down to it. I think quarterback wise, Goff is starting to cook a little bit more and more now since the first couple games of the year. I believe the offense is starting to come together a little bit more now since the first couple games of the year. We're able to do a little bit more than Dallas. And to me, if we keep it simple and run the ball, like I said, down the throats, and, you know, don't do any and let the players come to you, we have them. Like, I don't think they have a corner that can really stop JMO if they spread him and put him on a good route. it obviously, even now we've seen Tim Patrick getting involved. You know what I'm saying? And they had a couple receivers too that's been making some plays for them. Like I believe it's number 9 on that team. I can't think of his name, but he made some good plays in the last game. I know they came away with a good gritty win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but that game could have went up to anybody because they had several trips down the red zone. They couldn't pull points out, and it took by a luck of chance for them to really get that victory over Pittsburgh. Otherwise, they should have lost. And that was the same thing to me against the Giants too when they played them. Really, in a lot of ways, they should have lost that game too. And that's when you go against a team like that. The simplest thing is just to play them in the most physical manner, and that let Monty pound that thing inside, and let Gibbs get in that space and just eat, man. And and really maybe get Sam Laporta involved in this because I think if you do get him involved, it's just going to open up the receivers over the top because now they're going to set the defense to try to slow him down too. And I think if you give Goff a relieving option to throw the ball, we'll just carve him up all day. And again, that's not me trying to necessarily make them look like nothing, to me personally, they're not. I just think that we're cooking with a lot more firepower, even on the defensive side of the ball. Again, they don't really have the best run game, and I think the Lions' run defense has been playing a lot better over lately, and I think we should still have Reader and Lee McNeil. And I know we'll be seeing some touch of Pascal out there. And, what I'm saying, the defensive line had its moments with Kenneth Walker in Seattle, and they got gashed up a little bit. And they still, to me, was able to hang in there enough to win that game. So I feel like a team that's lesser than the Seahawks should have no problem against Detroit. That's just my personal belief, and that's what I'm going to stick with. A lot of people making this game bigger than what it need to be. This is simple. Just we have to be more physical team, run the ball, and really just stop the run. They can't do it. And I think find a way to slow down CeeDee Lamb and not let him really affect the game too much. And I trust. I know Carlton Davis has not been really. Put him on the wrong person, things could get nasty. I will say that. But I think he should be as sustained against some of the other receivers. But our secondary will get tested. They will be trying to throw downfield definitely on us, and they will try to throw near Terrion Arnold a lot, and whoever they feel they can expose with their receivers. You do have to be mindful of that. When it comes to Dallas, Dak Prescott still can't throw a long ball. Not always is it going to hit the right person. No, but he still tries to test them. So we still have an issue sometimes of giving up big plays defensively, and I do need to see them clean that up more. That's not really an Aaron Glenn issue. That's just me believing that, to me, from the injuries that we had from one spot, and on top of that, these guys got to execute better on defense. That's what the Lions do have to do, and I think from that standpoint, yeah, they'll be okay going against Dallas, but they cannot let themselves get succumb to bad play calling, because if you do, it's going to give Dallas an opportunity to win this game. And that's partially why that happened last year, the way it did, why the penalty was able to screw us over, because we had too many opportunities to try to put the game away, and we just didn't. And it came down and caught us at the end, and then the terrible decision by the referee screwed us. So we had to prevent that this year by doing what we should have did last year. And I think if you do that, you come out with a victory. If I had to give a score prediction, otherwise I would say maybe 31-20 at the very lowest of a like a 11-10 point spread. Really, to me, should be near 40 to maybe close to 20, in my opinion. They just not. I don't see it with Dallas, man. Maybe if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I know every Cowboys fan go say that I am. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I feel like we really should be hitting 30 on them, and we should at least hold them till 20. And that's just where I'm going with it. If you tell me what your score prediction is, though, in the comment section, man. Again, if you had a chance to watch this video all the way through, don't forget to subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell and show off for your boy, man. I really appreciate it, man. If y'all could do that and share this content with everybody else, and subscribe to D3 on 3SP as in general, and like our social media pages, like our Facebook especially. And yeah, man, we'll get back to y'all, man. I'll take the Lions 30 plus points to Dallas 20, and that'll be it for me. Peace out.